Good morning, everybody. Here we are on Monday, 11/11. So the number 11 means we stand and look at ourselves. Say hello. 11/11, I think, believes and says we got to take a second take. So it's quite an interesting day with that number coming up for today. And really not knowing where our country's going. And what I thought I would do today, although I see not many people are here yet, maybe they're not coming here today, they're seeking people who talk about it. But what I do want to stress is the need to stay calm. If you react and choose to act out, you're going to draw energy to you that you do not want. So we must stay strong. Good morning, Annie. We must stay strong and calm, knowing that everything in the highest and best good will work out. Mother and Father are holding us, and perhaps the lesson of being calm is yours. I do not know. If you haven't healed it, then here's a great opportunity. No one has that power to make you have to live uncomfortable. Absolutely nobody. And that includes you. And sometimes we don't think of ourselves as that one making that decision. And so I want to take a moment and let's get our energy set as we call in Mother, Father, God to sit within our hearts. And we're going to surround our circle with the great Gautama Buddha's blue flame of protection all around everyone who comes today in our circle. We're going to call in all the ascended masters, all the angelic kingdom, and everyone from even the other universes who have understanding or wisdom to bring us to help. I know they help in us having calmness, but you have to understand there's not really anyone who can say for sure what's happening now because of the chaotic energy. One person could read it one way, one another. Even from the realm I connect to at the Masters, this is a period of time where individuals are making it known how they choose to live. Do they want to live in this chaotic trauma, hurting people? Or do you want to believe in our democracy and how it has so gained these last few years and our economy strong? So that's the question that's here from the heavens, is how do you choose to live? Is how you choose to interact with your inner wisdom that God brings you. Are you feeling it and letting it embrace you and sitting in that space? Or are you turning away and instead, no, you know best? Well, there is a lot of that in the world, right? We don't know. We have to become calm and place what we want in the world to the world. So, calmness, strength, knowing. That's what we need to remember. People voted. Lots of people voted, and they deserved in our world and how we live to have every vote counted. So that's where that all is today. Thank you, Carol. So this is the um, Eye of Horus healing series. So I got mine off of my, and I wanted to reintroduce you to it, and let's talk about it and know a little bit more. Can you see how this is a piece in the back of your head, about right up here? It's inside you. And there's like the top brow, and then there's a sac here that connects, and down below. But you see where this eye is? I can't ever figure out how to hold things here. This is the sac inside this whole experience that has to be activated. Everyone has one of these, but it's going to depend on you and whether it is turned on. What does that mean? Well, it's been known through the ancient times. Turned on, this can manifest the world you want to live in. It can bring money to you. It can bring health. Everything will be in alignment with God, and you will be prosperous in every way. So, I thought it was a good day for us all to take a moment. And what they've asked me to do is we're going to bring the rainbow light in to help the development. Certainly, you can't go probably beyond wherever you are, but maybe if you haven't been someone, good morning, Paul, who's worked on their third eye, you're not aware that this is like a fleshy type of piece that you would find on the end of a chicken to give you a texture, but all dried out usually. It's when it's alive and it's full, is when it really works. So what we don't want is a dried up pineal gland. We want one that's working, thriving, and alive from the energy that moves through us. What does that do for us? It'll give us sight. It'll give us understanding. It will begin to empower the words, whether you think them or speak them. So let's take a moment. I'm going to put this down, and we'll acknowledge Mother and Father are here with us. We're going to call on, I am the soul. I am the light divine. I am love. I am will. I am fixed design. Now, doesn't that mantra speak to that truth? Right? Certainly it does. Let me see what Paul has to say here. We don't do messages but on Tuesday. I'm sorry, Paul, but if you have a question, you can certainly ask me. And today's like a day of healing. So I want everyone to put their feet flat on the floor and, to the best of their ability, get your root open, scarlet red, and spinning. As open as you can ever get it as you work with that every day. Good. And then you're going to move yourself up your inner channel to where the pineal sits, up in the back part of your head. And I want you to see if you can feel tingling or an awareness there. If it's open, you will feel something titillating when you focus on it. Good morning, Marby. Good morning, Lauren. So we're sitting quietly. We rooted our feet, rooted our root. We're going up the inner part to go to our pineal gland. All right, so who could feel their pineal gland have energy? Anybody? Thank you, Margie. Oh, good morning, Dr. Tim. All right, and this is a good thing for you, Dr. Tim, because I remember you had asked about your third eye when you came on. So see if you can go inside and go to right up here where your own pineal gland sits. You might see it better in the reflection. It's like an eyebrow with an eye, and then it comes down, just like your eye, but it's connected to the pineal back here. You feel something. What's it feel like, Carol, for you? I know it takes a while for a response to come back. It would be nice if I could hear you. And everyone else still attempting to get rooted, bring your energy up, and touch this part of your head where that pineal gland lives. You do not want it to be dormant. Good. Vibration moving in a circle. That's wonderful. Anybody else? This will bring you not only vision, but a great, Carol, subtle movement. Ting along. Ting along. Okay? Paul's thanking for the healing. Because let me reinstate what it's going to do for you. You'll have sight beyond physical sight. You'll have etheric sight. But you'll also, what they call it's a power to manifest that which thinks from here comes into fruition. And I would say for me, I not always know how it's coming, but I know it will come. So there's a part of us that always wants it to be our way, has to give that up. Because now we're talking about working with the pineal gland that's connected to God and how it makes power in your words so that they manifest, or power in your manifestation through that third eye so that manifests. So, okay. Anik feels it small and moving slowly. Cavell feels it. Yes, that's what I'm looking for. Now, what the angels and the masters and the council today suggested that we all call in the rainbow light to that point here and help clear some of it out to whatever level is permissible for each of you. Because we're all different. We're all at different stages in our journey. So I will call out to the great central sun asking for the rainbow light come down and touch everyone in the back of the head that have asked for it. And let's just sit for a moment and let it cleanse. You want it to be a little bit more than like space. You want it to be here, present. See, that like space thing is taking it out where it has no authority. You want it to be right here, connected into your third eye. Might even get warm. It's all a good sign. Let's know in this union together that we are clearing and supporting the pineal gland within each of us to become more than it's been. Maybe you'll have a vision. Maybe you'll hear something. Maybe you'll begin to realize that which you speak from your heart happens, or what you write about happens. as we acknowledge Mother and Father in our heart. Good. Thank you, Myra. Barbara. Okay, for a couple ladies that were late, we're bringing rainbow light into our pineal gland to help clear it, cleanse it, open it, so that it will be working for you, not only just bringing sight to you, but the power of manifestation, the power of the spoken word. This is why the ancients in Egypt, only few knew about it, and now you know about it. Okay, Carol, now she's feeling the movement in her third eye. Does it feel more than you usually have? Good. I'm feeling mine is very hot, so that must mean a lot of people are getting somewhere with this. Okay. So, Cavell, for your sensation, I want you to allow it to become more of an energy, a movement. Good. Good. Yes, it's moving there. Good. So, how about you, Dr. Tien? Is it able to um, get more accelerated? That's the word I want. And Paul, let me know if you're working with us on this experience. Excellent. Now he's telling us it's moving down throughout the whole body. What that is healing. All coming from this small gland that for many years all of us have ignored. And then we wonder why there are people who just seem to get younger. It's the pineal gland, believe me. Present and exploring. Good. It can revitalize every cell you have. Think about that. I've had it happen. So, yes, I felt today was the perfect day. So we want to think of it not only as these gracious things for ourselves, but the capacity of unification it gives us to be with God. So as we can become calm in our world that we're in, your light's going to be bright that will be seen. Not that he ignores ones that isn't, that's not my point. But your voice will be louder. Barbara's is tingling good. Yep. Mm-hmm. Excellent. You know, I don't look 73 years old, do I? There was a day I did. And now it just keeps getting younger looking. The skin is changing. My body's changing. It's said to be from this pineal gland. Maybe you've heard before to work with it or not. I look 50. Thank you very much. So 23 years younger. You know, the masters say for those who attain where they're meant to be will become 27. So I'm on my way, as you are. But it's true. It's just not things that they say. It's getting yourself centered and begin to own your part of your life and being calm and centered and that place with God and knowing He's there with you. Our faith is so needed everywhere right now because in faith all things will be well. And I believe that. Do you believe that? And that's a question you can walk away from here today with and contemplate. And what it needs to change inside you. Is it your heart? Is it the mind? Well, we're working on that pineal gland. We tend to give power to this part of our mind, and that's our intellect, our knowledge. Remember, wisdom will activate itself from our heart. It's not in the mind. The one thing that's powerful here is the pineal. And if you choose to be spiritual, it's something you're going to want to contemplate and do something with. So how's everyone doing? Good. And if you have a little sinuses today, it's just clearing. Don't worry about it. It shouldn't be long. See, I can tell you mine's doing it. I'm getting really hot. Nope. And I don't feel it either. But I guess so you can begin to believe. I spent a lot of years studying, 40 years, and believing. The pineal gland is invigorating your third eye. Now bring it down into your heart and have all three in alignment. Yes, and we call it wisdom in spirituality. The wisdom is so much broader, deeper than the intelligence of the heart, of the brain. You want to learn to live not from here, the brain. You want to make use of this as awoke so that you can have it to work. But the true wisdom is in the heart. I am second ray. That is yellow ray into the heart. Wisdom. So, for those of you who wish to discover wisdom from within you, which you all have some, it's just that you haven't done the work to maybe let it come out and speak for you. See, here's the voice getting more dramatic. So it'll speak to you what it knows. So how did it feel, Paul, when you brought all three of them into the equation? See, my heart's quickening as I think of you doing that. And what's yours feeling like? No one's talking to me. I guess you may be experiencing, that's what they say. For so long you do so much and you really don't know what's really happening. Today is a real key for all of you. If you listen, it's going to be the third eye and the heart and the pineal gland. You wonder why there's bust of all those, the Buddha. Well, he sits in his thing at times. But the root is going to have a part also, because what all this is, you want to bring into the root to bring it into the earth. So that would be that difference. Any other thoughts or anything that anybody wants to mention? Or are you just enjoying the feeling? You can feel this good every day. Get your chakras open. Get this open. All right, I see. I'll be quiet. Very good, Paul. I appreciate you saying that. It's powerful. Well, I don't know how your study has been. You can choose and tell it to go away. You have the ability to tell anything that's intrusive to get out. It's not a place for you. Some people over the years I've learned, they say take a pin, see it as a bubble, and take a pin and pop it. Let it dissolve. I don't know what your way through your healing has been, but when you're working and moving in the light of God, nothing can interfere. Nothing. That's part of the process. That's part of the learning. That's why we do all the healing we do. Is those 144,000 pieces, many of them came into this world to some level still as you're going forward and forward to be cleared. So that you can just say, well, no, thank you, not today. You have to be stronger than whatever that thought is. You are this angelic soul, and there's nothing to allow an intrusive thought unless you do it. And that's the decision that you have to make when you're on the path. Who do I want to give power to? You know, years ago at certain points we were like a puppet, and someone was telling us what to do. Well, in this incarnation that's powerful here on earth right now, we're deciding that we are in charge of who we are. Although we still have God, and we have all these connections, and the more we understand to embrace and work with our chakras and to let them have full life, we become more. Peace for Barbara. I don't know. But are you doing them right now, or are you doing connected to your pineal gland? Uh-huh. Well, you know, there's a lot of ways people find it. I do a lot of meditation, which is a great gift. And in that, you look younger and your body changes. And that's what it was for. The Babaji techniques. Actually, I learned them when I was in Thailand, and I'm a teacher of them. But this is a different thing. This is from you just activating your pineal gland. Let it begin to come here. And in that, the heart begins to love you more. Can you let that in? That the heart is loving you more. Oh, whew, for caring about you. I agree, Paul. And that should be how it is for everyone. And the journey is about finding how that works for everyone. And we're all different. I should get this hair out of my face. No, we're all different. And doesn't mean one way is better than another, but who I am, yes, saying this is something you can do and see how your life changes if you can stay in that peace and stillness. Because that's really what all the meditation, all the stillness things you do is how can you live life like that? Can you do that? Will you do that? And the last statement is, are you doing it? Uh-huh. So you don't feel any difference, Barbara, from activating your pineal. You don't feel a tingling or a heat from greater energy. Yes, I know. My husband's one of the beings of the file flame, so I live with it. Very powerful. Nothing wrong with that. It'll transform everything. And you're going to want to also change how you eat, change the clarity of the water you drink. I mean, it's a whole process of as you learn to love yourself more, life will change. Yeah. And how is your vision, Barbara? Do you see effortlessly? Mm-hmm. And you know, having this gift and having your energy and your God consciousness expand, more important is it for protection. Beloved, I am presence bright. Round me send your tube of light. From ascended master flame, called forth now in God's own name. Let it keep my temple free from all discord sent to me. I'm calling forth the violet fire to blaze and transmute all desire. Keeping on in freedom's name till I am one with the violet flame. And you should see that. Let me show you our bedroom here. There it is. See, that's you at the bottom. The light's so bright on here. That's your I am presence up there where it's so bright. So that's what it's about. Activating with all these parts of you so they can begin to work in harmony and make a shift. Good. Well, it will assuredly, if you've got that pineal tingling, work with it and you're going to be amazed. You're welcome, Dr. TM. All right. I'm going to put out if there's any question. How much can you do that? I would do it once a day. You don't want to get a headache. It's not about getting a headache. You know, I would do it once a day as you open your chakras. That's the last place I would go and give that energy and know to feel a difference in the spin and the movement of your third eye. The more you are familiar and can feel things, the more you have progressed on your path. Okay, I'll give you a few minutes if someone wants to ask me something or has a really good comment. So, Dr. TM, is your third eye still blocked? I thought it opened when we worked that day. Well, thank you, Barbara. And you all have it so you can listen to it over and over again. Well, There's going to come a day when you're going to decide, I do like 45 minutes twice a day. So you will begin, if you allow yourself to feel the benefit, and you won't want to miss it. It's a part of life. It's a part of disconnecting from all the noise and being you. You know, when we were in Thailand, good. They had a roto, the guy that has the thing that cuts up cement. On top of us, we were trying to meditate. We did all day, hours and hours every day. And the lesson was we had to learn to be awake inside ourselves and not let the outside disturb us. That's how I can remain calm continuously. So it's a good place to begin. And when you're ready, it'll be there for you to begin to yearn to have that quiet space and to not have the world intruding upon you in its own way. That's not being a powerful being. Good. Very, very good. Yeah. The first meditation we do in the Babaji is a heart mantra. And it does something different to your heart. It's hard to explain. Marby, always thank you for all your love, because it's such a gentle love. Thank you so much. Thank you, Lauren. Make sure you're telling other people so they can come. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. We were trained that way because you learn inside to be your space. That's who you are. Yeah. Okay. Well, I hope you take this and enjoy it. Don't do it all day. Do it 10, 20 minutes. And, well, Lauren, if you get rooted, do you understand what being rooted is? Having that root chakra open, sitting as deep down into the earth as the ocean where Mother is, and let your field come out this way. You see, people think, oh, well, if I just reach up. It's not about reaching up. It's going deep. The deeper you go down is the more your aura can expand out around you. It doesn't have this interference. Yeah. So they're only usually mirroring what you think yourself. So you have the ability to change that. Many blessings, everybody. What a wonderful day. 11:11. Let's look at ourselves, right? Many blessings.